Have you ever seen a phone company release a new version of the same phone, cut the price by a huge margin, and possibly make it even better? That's exactly what Huawei just did with the new Pocket 2 Premium Edition. Now, if you remember, the original Huawei Pocket 2 was already a pretty flashy, foldable phone. It had a sleek design, some powerful specs, and a pretty steep price starting at 7,499 Chinese yuan. But now, Huawei is launching the Premium Edition, and surprisingly, it's not more expensive. It's actually cheaper. Yeah, you heard that right. The new Pocket 2 Premium Edition starts at 5,499 yuan for the 12GB RAM and 256GB storage model, and 5,999 yuan for the 12GB RAM and 512GB storage version. That's about 2,000 yuan less than the base model of the original Pocket 2. So, what's the catch? What's different here? Well, at first glance, the design looks the same. It still folds vertically and keeps that compact, stylish look. It comes in four colors: Tahitian gray, Rococo white, taro purple, and elegant black. But while it may look familiar on the outside, there's a good chance something interesting is going on under the hood. Leaks suggest that this premium edition might be running on a new Kirin 9020A chip. That's a big deal because this chip is rumored to give 35% better performance compared to the Kirin 9000s found in the Mate 60 Pro. That means faster performance, smoother multitasking, and possibly better battery management, but Huawei hasn't officially confirmed this yet. Now, let's talk specs. The Huawei Pocket 2 has a 6.9 4-inch main screen with a 120Hz refresh rate, a 300Hz touch sampling rate, and 1440Hz high-frequency PWM dimming. That's a smooth and vibrant display. It also has a tiny 1.15-inch cover screen, which refreshes at 60Hz and responds to touch at 120Hz. Inside, the phone runs HarmonyOS 4.0 and offers storage options up to 1TB in the original version, so we'll have to wait and see if the Premium Edition also includes that larger storage variant or sticks to just 256 and 512GB. The camera setup is solid too. It's got a quad camera system, the back, 50 megapixels main camera with optical image stabilization, 12 megapixels ultra-wide lens, 8 megapixels telephoto camera, and a 2 megapixels hyperspectral sensor. On the front, there's a 10.7 megapixels ultra-wide selfie camera. Have you ever wondered what really keeps a powerful phone from overheating during heavy use? Huawei might have the answer with its upcoming Mate 80 series, which is rumored to introduce a brand new smart triple-layer cooling system that could change the way phones handle heat. According to a trusted tipster on Weibo, Huawei is already in the trial production stage of this cooling technology, and it's expected to debut in the second half of the year with the Mate 80 lineup. This cooling system focuses on three key areas: internal durability, active heat dissipation, and smart temperature control. That means it's not just about getting rid of heat, but also about making sure the phone stays in good shape over time, especially during long gaming sessions or video editing. Huawei is reportedly using ultra-thin internal cooling fans made from aluminum, a metal known for being lightweight, resistant to corrosion, strong, and great at conducting heat. These fans could help the Mate 80 stay cool without taking up much space inside the phone. Active heat dissipation is another big feature here. Unlike passive systems, which just let heat escape naturally, this method uses powered parts to push heat out more efficiently. That could mean fewer slowdowns, longer battery life, and better overall performance. Then there's smart temperature control, Huawei's way of making the phone think for itself. With this system, a built-in thermostat constantly checks the device's temperature and adjusts performance to keep it running smoothly without getting too hot. This kind of intelligent cooling is especially useful in keeping the phone responsive while still protecting the hardware. To understand how much of an upgrade this could be, Let's compare it to the Mate 70 series, which already featured an advanced 6,870 square millimeters vapor chamber liquid cooling system. That setup covered a large part of the phone and helped it stay cool under pressure. If Huawei is improving on that already impressive cooling tech, the Mate 80 could end up being one of the best performing smartphones of the year. While we're still waiting for official confirmation, this leak lines up with Huawei's recent trend of pushing for innovation in areas that most people don't usually notice but benefit from every day. With performance being such a big focus for the Mate series, it makes sense that Huawei would put extra effort into keeping things cool under the hood. And that's not all. The Mate 80 series is also rumored to feature a brand new Kirin 9 chip, which could bring better performance, improved efficiency, and smoother multitasking. Together with the triple-layer cooling system, this could give users a phone that doesn't just run fast but stays cool and reliable in all kinds of situations. So while we wait for the official launch, this early look shows that Huawei is taking. Is Samsung about to launch the thinnest foldable phone we've ever seen? Well, based on new renders of the Galaxy Z Fold 7 shared by OnLeaks and Android headlines, that might actually be true. Just by looking at the images, it's clear Samsung is going for a sleeker, thinner design this time around. For some context, last year's Galaxy Z Fold 6 was about 12.1 millimeters thick when folded and 5.6 millimeters when unfolded. Now, leaks suggest that the Galaxy Z Fold 7 will be just 3.9 millimeters thin when unfolded, which is a huge 30% reduction in thickness. That's thinner than many tablets and even some smartphones, but thinner doesn't always mean better. Because as you slim down the body, some trade-offs show up, like the camera bump. According to these renders, the triple camera system on the back now sticks out even more than before. This is similar to what we've seen from other foldable makers like OnePlus and Google, where a better camera setup comes with a more noticeable camera bump. But Samsung seems to be balancing that by also making the phone wider than before, possibly by over 10 millimeters compared to the Galaxy Z Fold 6. This added width could make typing, multitasking, and watching videos on the internal screen feel more natural. Speaking of the display, when unfolded, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 is expected to offer a 7-inch dynamic AMOLED display with a resolution of 1856 by 2160 pixels and a refresh rate of 120 Hz. On the outside, the cover screen will reportedly be 6.3 inches, also dynamic AMOLED, with a resolution of 968 by 2376 pixels and the same 120 Hz refresh rate. To protect the outer screen, Samsung may be using Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, which helps prevent scratches and minor drops. Now let's talk about performance. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is expected to be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy processor built using the 3nm process, which means better energy efficiency and faster speeds compared to older chips. Alongside this, the device may come with 12 GB of LPDDR5X random access memory and 256 GB of UFS 4.0 internal storage, giving users fast loading and smooth multitasking. It will likely run Android 15 right out of the box, offering the latest features and software optimizations. Powering all this will be a 4,400 mAh battery, with support for 25-watt wired charging and 15-watt wireless charging.